Guys, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, I'm back again. Now let's speak about Spurs' victory against Arsenal. Arsenal's defeat, Spurs 1, Arsenal 0. It pains me to say that, but I've got a couple of additional thoughts in regards to that game. Firstly, Kane. Now, Kane's terrific movement, terrific striker, and that I personally feel our centre-halves did all right in the game. They were getting slaughtered in the second half by them, man, but first half they were right. We were just undone by excellent movement and a powerful header. He bullied Koscielny. He did his thing. But what I have a problem now with is away from the goal. He almost could have scored an identical goal straight after. Where is the competence? Before that, in the first half, he blazed over with a header as well. Plus, anyone and their nan and even their dog at this point, even a nitty on the street who walks past Weatherspoons and them things there could tell you that Kane scores a lot of headers, and Kane is one of Kane's strengths, his movement. He's doing them things. That volley, check, credit where it's due. Terrific bad boy save. I don't believe he had the best of games. Second half, he redeemed himself to some sorts. But that was a bad boy save. But still, where's the competence to say, let's double up on him, let's get close, or let's do something else that we're not doing? On top of that, Son in the first 20 especially, he's getting ahead of us. He's doing skill. He ripped someone in the first half as well, I believe. Who did he not make? I was at the game, so I can't remember. I didn't see too tough. But, whichever Arsenal player got nutmeg, violation. But, yeah, you get the point. Sondinho was just doing dirt out here. He was just, who is at the Arsenal side saying, okay, let's double up on him. Let's help Bellerin. Or who is going to tuck in for Mustafi and let Mustafi go across and help Bellerin so we can better deal with that. For the record, in the first half, we were getting penetrated and we were getting cut open, but I saw our players trying to hold the line, trying to keep some shape. It fell apart in the second half. That's what I saw in it. But there was none of that. We got bullied in midfield. We just simply got overrun and outstrengthed by physically stronger players. You saw a lot of that happening. We did try to fight, but it was to no avail, and that's where it lies with Wenger, because we got tactically outsmarted there. Pochettino learnt his lessons and from our victory against them earlier in the season, and your manager ultimately, you can't win every game unless you're the Invincibles. Sometimes your fellow manager gets the better of you, but you could have actively changed some of these things. Why have we always got to react past the 62nd minute? It makes no sense when the game's done. Like, you're bringing on Danny Wells for decoration. Like, you're actually helping Spurs because you're wasting time. Like, on top of Son taking forever to come off the pitch as well. Waste, man. I can't lie, I'm just sour still. But, like, ultimately, today, like, lies with Wenger. Like, it lies with the players, because no one needs to tell you what a North London derby means. No one needs to tell you what any football rivalry means, because some of you have played in some hostile countries. No one needs to tell you how tribal these things are. No one needs to tell you. You lot even beat them earlier in the season. Like, but what was going on today? They were inspired. They're a reflection of the manager, and that what lies with Wenger. And it pains me to say, because I love Wenger with all my heart, but it's stale. No ideas, lacking ideas, one-dimensional. Yeah, all of these sort of things that could be attached with it. They just had no ideas. They just didn't know what to do. Sideways upon sideways upon sideways. And why are you going to play sideways passes against one of the most organised collective sides in the Premier League of recent years, like Spurs? Fair enough, they lost a couple key players defensively. Danny Rose ain't getting as much football. What's ever going on, Spurs fans, you know your thing more than me. And Walker left, but and Toby's been injured. But fundamentally, they're one of the best coached defensive sides probably in the world and in the Premier League for sure. More importantly, away from defensively, off the ball. So if you're going to do sideways, and they've worked for hours on hours, probably double sessions, how to stay in position, how to stay under sustained possession from an opposition, you're playing into their hands. They got the lead. We've signed Aubameyang, and he's not having the best of games for the record, but he's got pace. They know this. They know more than Spurs fans know more than anybody. He's got pace. Clip it over the top. Mix it up. No one's saying from time to time don't play sideways passes, you know, because you can't always force it. But at the same time, boom. And for the record, first half, our end product, we were rushing it sometimes. We were too patient at times. Bellerin, there was a time you could have hit a better final ball. Ozil was guilty of that. I can't believe I'm saying that. And a couple, man. Collectively, the final ball just weren't there at times, especially on the counters. Like, it just wasn't there. For me as well, Wenger, you don't know your best front three. You don't know your best front three. You didn't know it when Lacazette was starting and Alexis Sanchez was at the club. You don't know it now. We saw Mkhitaryan and Ozil today. I'm so sure Ozil was playing in the 10 round. There was someone else on against Everton. Forgive me if I'm wrong. You don't know it. Iwobi will play games, big games, which he has played in if you go and check the games, and then come out the side on poor form. What is the best front three? I'm starting to feel, against City, I believe you might have to start Welps, but what is the best front three? I believe it's Lacazette, Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan for what we have at least till the season end, also behind them. Like, what is this? You play your best players. You don't see fair. We're not Real Madrid, of course, but you don't see them play. Of course, I'm not. I'm just generalizing here. It's gonna be Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale, or whoever you want there. Fundamentally, you don't see them messing around. You don't see PSG playing Cavani, Neymar, and them and Mbappe one week, and then playing their young G's next, and then playing someone else next. Play your best players. You spent 112, 115 on both on two recent striking recruits. You're saying we're lacking goals. You're saying we're lacking efficiency. You're saying all of these things. What are we doing? Mkhitaryan and all, you can't have too much creative players in the side. We're forcing it. Oh, Xhaka's even fundamentally a 10 in his own words. And Mkhitaryan and Ozil's strengths lie going forward. So what? That's essentially 3 10s in a position. And it's on top of having a front man and another winger. So where are we gonna match them defensively and fight and being industrial? They didn't even. I wouldn't even say physical presence was the main thing today, because they did use it and they outstrengthed our players, but it was just damn right. Just having more muscle and them things there, I guess. Like it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like, if you polish a piece of poo enough times, it's gonna look like gold once or twice. Once or twice being when we beat Chelsea, when we beat Chelsea twice when we beat them once in the Carling Cup, about twice. We beat them once in the Carling Cup and we beat Spurs early on in the season. That's polishing it. And then but sadly against the other, when we've played other top 6 or whoever have you big games, we've bottled for whatever reason. Whether you say it's not starting sharp against United and ironically today, whether you say it's indecisions like against City, whatever you say about these things is one thing constant remains, that we're not doing our thing. And lastly, what annoys me the most, people, we lacked fight. We're the masters of hindsight. Imagine hindsight could win you 3 points. We need hindsight, but when are you going to learn from hindsight? When are you actually going to learn from hindsight? We're not scoring. Like I said earlier, we're not scoring enough goals. We lack a problem in the final ball and them things. We lacked fight. My favourite one at times, we play with a little bit of a handbrake. Our issues is defensively. We should have finished the game at half-time, which Arsene Wenger said today, which on the basis that you had 2 counter-attacks, what you could have finished, I suppose so. I personally believe Spurs were lucky to really go into half-time at 0-0, and Spurs should have killed that game and scored about 3-4, and that's the only negative Pochettino could possibly have of his team. But if that's what you're saying, be efficient. Play a system that enables the best out of them, because the reality is, like I said earlier, Lacazette and Aubameyang, they scored however many goals for their respective previous clubs. Play them. And not even just that, the whole system, offensively and defensively, you clearly aren't the man, and it pains me to say that, Wenger, but you're not the man to bring this on now. Like, you've managed, for whatever reason, to bring Aubameyang to the club, to somehow twang Mkhitaryan here, to get Ozil to sign a new deal. That's the good act. Please end of the season, call it a day, because for uncertainty, if we get better or worse, and I don't want us to get worse, of course, but I need something to get behind. Like, do you know how painful it is at the weekend? Obviously, I'll always love my club, but it's incredibly painful looking to the weekend and just being filled with knots in your stomach and nerves, and I need some inspiration, and it's not there right now. Anyways, man, guys, Deluded Gooner YouTubes and Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. And the reason why I started, because I was reading something. My final one, I forgot to tell you guys, well, we lacked a bit of cutting edge as well. But yeah, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.